Hi everyone, Father Marshall Shelley here, coming to you from St. Peter's Episcopal Church, just giving you an update on the life, the ministry, and the witness of St. Peter's as we enter into the final weeks of the liturgical year. We are getting ready this coming Sunday, October 29th, for Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead observations. We're going to turn the altar that we normally celebrate communion on, which is west-facing towards the congregation, into an ofrenda, and use the east-facing altar as we enter into the Holy Mysteries and share that journey together. So we'll be facing all in one direction for the celebration of Holy Eucharist. Haven't done that ever here at St. Peter's, so I look forward to sharing that novel experience with you. I also am getting ready to join all of you along with the rest of the world in marking and observing the Sunday of All Saints. This is the commemoration and celebration of all the saints who have served God in ages past. And here at St. Peter's, not only do we celebrate all the saints, we also commemorate all faithful departed who rest beneath the soil here in the St. Peter's churchyard. This is a tradition that began several years ago with us having large floral arrangements at the services that we then break up and take out into the churchyard and visit graves of folks who, having long gone to Christ, may not have family left to remember them. So it's a great way for us to engage in remembrance and celebration of their witness, even as we seek to articulate our own. Which brings me to the word of the week, which is memorial. My family's had several losses this year that have been very difficult to absorb, and I'm sure you have also had losses in your life. And when we lose someone we love very much, and we must face the fact that at least in this life we will never again hear their voice, it's important to engage in an active practice of memorial, not so much to try to keep them alive, but to really preserve not only memory, but also the experience we had of walking alongside them in this life. A memorial is a way to bear witness to something that they loved to do, an institution or a program that they loved to participate in, a particular practice or work of art or process of making something that was very dear to them. I'm sure you can call to mind those elements of your loved ones who are departed and can think of some ways you can hold up a memorial to the honor of their name. Oftentimes, it can feel a little futile because we're mourning their loss, their departure from this life, and it's hard to call them up to mind when we know they're not with us anymore here in this life. But we can be confident truly to see them in the next in Christ. This is a way for us, with memorials, this is a way for us to preserve an element of their memory. I think of the stones, the memorials that are raised over graves in the churchyard. A couple of them are very dear to me because they're people that I knew and buried here. And every time I walk by those markers, I can call them to mind and really give thanks for their witness in this life and for my ability to participate for the few adventures together shared. So think about those ways that we mark and keep memorials. On Dia de los Muertos, it's of course with the ofrenda, the pictures, the memorials, the tools, the articles of art that were important to a person we place on an altar in commemoration of their presence in our lives and celebration of their stories. It's a way to bring them close to us one particular day out of the year. We make offerings of fruit and of food and making sure that we can feed those around us and continue to bear witness to their good works and their good spirit by our own. And of course, on All Saints' Day, when we carry those flowers out into the churchyard, we're taking a moment to pause, say a prayer, and lift up the memory of those who've gone before us. I was asked last week which one of our graves is the oldest. There's a young man named Alexander who died when he was 19, just at the turn of the 18th century. And really, that's the earliest one we have. And I think of him often because I'm pretty sure that there's no one by that last name that even knows he's there. But we remember him and we keep a memorial to his honor. We take care of that stone, we take care of him, and we are entrusted with his memory as we prepare to wait for Christ's second coming when we are all called home to that grace. Of course, there's a lot of other things going on in the life of Christ here at St. Peter's beyond the commemoration of the dead. We are feeding the hungry. Kelly's Cupboard celebrated its ribbon cutting, so we are up and running with our second on-site food pantry. Alice's Cup just up the road and Kelly's Cupboard here along with the community supper. We had an amazing retreat mini day with bread baking and prayers, and our own associate rector, Reverend Liz, was able to lead us through not only preparing our daily bread as well as making pizza for lunch, but also we prepared communion bread that we'll be using throughout this month as we enter into the end of the liturgical year and move on into Advent. And of course, Ava Dalzell, our seminarian, preached her first sermon. You can actually, if you're looking at this on our e-news down below, you'll find that in the YouTube offerings as well. You can check out her sermon. She did a great job on that, preaching about rendering unto God that which is God's, when Jesus is asked with whether it's legal or lawful to pay taxes to the emperor. Really great stuff. So please do check out everything that's happening on our website. And as we enter into our Rooted in Abundance annual giving campaign, consider making a donation or a continuing commitment of support to St. Peter's and our work and our ministry and our mission. We appreciate that grace. And that gift, that commitment may even be a memorial to someone you know and love and are holding in precious memory. Take care for now, my friends. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and God bless. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.